Alright, so here's a project we got going on. April and I are still trying to figure out how to do recordings and, put all that into a single video and kind of tell a story of like what are we doing and kind of bringing you along in the process of us building out this farm that used to be a hunting property. And we're still trying to learn how to do that. So I tend to get down here and get started on a project and realize that I haven't explained what we're doing or even, or anything. So as you can see in the previous clip, April put some holes in our PVC that we'd bought for a different purpose. And what we're doing here is we're putting in a French drain. We're putting in a French drain to catch the water that comes off this slope. There's a lot of water that comes off this slope, comes right down through here, and some of it goes down into there. A lot of it comes down into here, and then it comes down, and when it hits this homemade trench, I just kind of trenched it out right here, and you can actually come down here while it's raining, you can actually see water just pouring out of that trench. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a piece of pipe now so that as we drive our side-by-side down through here, we're not crushing it, and it keeps the French drain open so that the water can drain. So a lot of water pools in here, so we're going to bring that French drain from there all the way over. It's probably going to be about 30 feet of pipe. We'll cap it to make sure nothing like flows into the end of it, so and that's a clean out. And I'll leave that available or open or whatnot. And then we'll come down through here with a French drain to drain all the water into the pond. That'll keep that from eroding, and it'll be a really nice way to get water down into the pond without having a big old hump to drive through. So that's it. So I am digging out the trench right now. We're hitting tree roots and such, so I got to go get some other equipment. But that's what we're trying to accomplish here. And I'm gonna build up that little piece of area because I want the French drain to catch all the water. And so we're gonna work on it. And I'll show you some progress once I make some progress. So what are we doing here?
We're making preparations to drill holes.
There's a spider web in that one.
I know, I saw it.
Oh, probably a black widow too. The spider's in there.
Can you reach it with the rake handle or this piece of wood?
I'm gonna grab a stick. So April's gonna drill a bunch of holes in these because we bought these.
For one project, and now we're going to use them for a different one.
Yeah, that. I was about to say that. I just, for some reason, my words ain't coming to me. So she's gonna drill some holes. A lot of them. Instead of going and taking these back and getting the different ones and blah, blah, blah. We're just gonna drill a bunch of holes.
It doesn't go all the way through. Wish it went all the way through. I could do each this side and then rotate it and do one that's the other side, but
You got it. I have not got the spider. I tried, but he ran up in there. I can't get it out.
get a longer stick.
Listen. It's only so long. He's still in there. He's not in that one, so why you quit working? What you doing?
I am being a weight. Statue.
She's holding down the pot. We're sitting here. I'm just shoveling rock, and I was like, oh, I haven't done an update video. So April's obviously drilled holes in the pipe. We made the trench, and now we're coming in and we're filling it up with rock. So we're going to fill it up with rock, and hopefully this is going to be the last load. We're going to move all this dirt down there, and then we'll be done. So I just wanted to do a little video because I told her, I said, we haven't recorded anything. So we're going to get this done, get this dirt moved. My brain's not working. I am sweating like a pig. Do pigs sweat?
I have no idea.
I don't think pigs sweat. Why do people say that then?
We'll have to look it up.
All right, the drain is all put in. And now hopefully that will keep all the water coming from that side of our property where it just kind of, all this behind even behind the barn and everything that comes off the barn kind of hits right here, comes down. A lot of it gets caught right here and goes that way, but there's a lot of it that comes right down through here. So now we can catch it and go right down in there. And there's a lot that comes off in here. It'll come right off and drain right into there. So it's gonna be, I think it's gonna really be good. April's gonna go get the wheelbarrow and we're gonna start from here, just capturing all that dirt, and we're gonna place it down here. We have 3 bags of concrete that I just don't know what to do with because they've gotten really wet and it's kind of a mess. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring them down here. Look at them deer tracks. We're gonna bring them down here and I'm just gonna drop them right here and put a really hard concrete curb right here, if you will. And that will at least make this stop here. And if it does, it'll just have to go over that concrete. Look at them deer tracks though. They're down in here. Look at it. Look at the spider. Where'd it go? There it is. April wants to get a little frog on here. Oh, there he is. Look how little. Here's another one. You don't want me to get close? I mean, he is little. Look. Look how little that thing is. Itty bitty frog. Here he goes. All right, so we're moving this. We've got one wheelbarrow moved so far. I got another one full. And we're moving these wheelbarrows of dirt that, you know, if we would have thought ahead, we could have probably filled up the wheelbarrow as we went and not have to do work twice, but we keep having issues with thinking far enough ahead with our project so that we don't have to do double work. But right now, I'm doing work that I've already technically done, and now I'm having to do it again, so yay. It's going along though, look at that, looking nice. We're gonna leave a little bit of that and we'll just rake it out. So I'll get this one down there and probably one more, and then everything else will rake out. Pretty cool. Got distracted by a frog, look at him. Itty bitty frogs. They're everywhere. Ain't no telling how many we stepped on. All right, so we got all that spread. We emptied all that dirt we got out of that little trench. We just emptied right here and spread out. We kind of want to build that up so it's a little nicer to drive over. We just drove over this and got the tires muddy. Yuck. But we have these bags of concrete I bought, and they've been sitting under a table under our shed for a while, but they've gotten real hard, so they're not really fun to work with. So I was going to just get rid of them, but I think I'm going to put them right here. I'm just going to dump all that concrete right there and make a little barrier. And it's not going to be anything nice. I'm just going to throw it out there, just enough to keep the water from the dirt from doing exactly that, eroding out. And it might not stop it, but it'll help. So let's see what that looks like. We'll get it done and then we'll take an after shot and see. Might look like 3-year-old played in mud.
Go, little guy, go. Where'd you go?
Blends in.
Look how tiny he is.
I know.
Come here. I'm gonna save you.
You're gonna kill him.
Go. Keep going. Go. Go.
He'll get.
Go.
So that's it. We took those 3 bags and kind of just made a little dam there to keep the dirt from washing away.
A dam.
And we'll come fill in some more dirt right here eventually, but that's just to keep any kind of rushing water from, washing that away. Washing that away. April said, if we came down here and put rock or anything, I was like, nah. I said, really what it just needs is time. It needs time and compaction. We need to walk it. Compact it, walk it, compact it, drive it. And eventually all that will be
solid.
solid. But I think that'll help. And those 3 bags were getting clumpy. But one of them was pretty good.
Clumpy.
But next time we buy concrete, or we need a better place to put it than just under the shed. It was getting wet.
Too bad we don't have a big garage.
Yeah, too bad. All right, let's get out of here. Let's call it a day.
Yes.
We got to do the...
So this is the tiny frog. Look how little he is. Like he's less than the size of Bobby's fingertip.
So you gonna fall?
If he falls, he might kill himself. It's a long way down, bud, for
Okay.
such a little guy.
We got Wido. Come here, little guy.
We don't even know if we're stepping on him half the times. I mean, look how tiny he is.
He's like a cricket.
Yep.
Alrighty, we're back from the walk, and I don't know if we did a recording of this, but check out our new little windmill. Ain't it cool? He's pretty. Update on the French drain. So we got it all installed, and we had a crazy rain last night. Hurricane or something. So a lot of water came through here. You can see it washing some dirt onto the rock. And as you come down the French drain, and you look right here, we got a pretty good movement of water through here, so it's looking like the French drain's working great to keep the water from washing down through there. And so as I look, this is all fresh dirt, so it's very weak, so any kind of water washing down through here will probably disturb this dirt because it hasn't been packed. We need to walk it a lot more. But if you look down here, we did get a little bit of runoff right here where some of the dirt did run off a bit. But down here where we put our concrete, everything held up really well. So very happy with how this is working out, and very happy with how the French drain worked. So nice. All right. Well, we had kind of called it done right before lunch. And then I was like, well, I sat inside long enough to think it's not hot outside. So we came back out and hit it again. So let me flip the camera. I'll show you here. And then when I get down to the house, I'll show you what we did there. All right, now, the mound is not completely done. Okay, I'll give you that. I get it. There's still a little bit there, but it's definitely far enough away from the barn where it'll stop running off. I've restored a little bit of the runoff path. I still need to do some work there. It still needs to come down a little. So we've worked on that a little bit. I cut a groove right here, so majority of the rain will go that way. And then we took down this pile. So I still would like to get maybe 3 or 4 more wheelbarrows out of there, and I might do that in the morning and go ahead and round off that corner. Go ahead and round off this corner and I want to put some mud in there, or some of this dirt in there. Now I want to run over it a dozen times with the side-by-side and really pack it, maybe wet it, run over it some more, really pack it. But anyway, so that was the plan today, was to get all that gone.
Hey guys, look, I dug a hole all by myself. A trench all by myself.
It's a really long hole.
A little help from that guy, but not much, but you know.
I'll do what I can.
He does. He chips in when he can. So we're digging a trench.
Hey, that's what Mike is going to say. Mike's going to say it's all you. That I didn't do anything. Mike.
Hey.
He said you're the one doing all the work.
That's because Mike Robinson knows me. He knows you lazy. He is not lazy. He is the least lazy person I know. Maybe besides up there with Brian Stemmen.
Right?
So we're digging a trench.
I bet he's having a hard time sitting around.
And it is for a French drain because this back side of the barn gets a whole lot of water. And we're trying to solve some mud problems. Right, baby?
Yeah, buddy.
Look how
Yeah,
wet
we
he
get-
is. His shirt is soaked. He has dirty knees. Dirty knees. Look at these.
We can get this back drained, graveled. It'll keep the mud from popping up on the back of the barn here, and
Yep.
it'll also let all that water efficiently drain to our pond down here. That's a runoff pond, which will be
Yes.
that's a good thing.
Yes. Look, my hat's all styling. It's all sideways. And if I wasn't sweating like a pig, then
Does pigs sweat?
I don't know. We need to research that. If I wasn't sweating like crazy, I would be a styling runway model on my with my hat and my
sweaty runway model.
and my bandana. Y'all would think I'm crazy, but these bandanas help me. They don't let sweat get in my eyes. I love them. Bobby makes fun of me, but
Oh, and she's all dramatic if a little sweat gets in her eyes.
oh, it's bad.
She pulls a rose.
Ah. All right. Talk soon.
Bye.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello.
So, we're digging a trench. We bought this tiller, and we were using it on the part away from the building, which is working amazing. It tills up the dirt, then we shovel it out of the hole, and it works great. But it didn't have enough weight to get it down into the trench.
No, it had enough weight. Bobby didn't want to wait for how long it was taking.
Oh,
So what I learned was
we needed to add weight to it.
if I could hold this down and pull, I could put enough pressure on it. April said, what if, and I was like, well, we need a weight. April went and got the weight. I forgot we had weights
45 pounds.
because I lift weights.
Bungeed to the...
And sure enough, it helps a ton. Like, I don't have to fight it. All I have to do is just hold it. I'll show you.
Fire up.
So all you gotta do is press this, pull this.
It basically helps press it into the dirt more so that it tills up more dirt at a time. So, trench number 1 is done. What I say, take that back. Trench number 1 is dug. We have yet to put gravel in it, which we're going to dig trench number 2. And then gravel both of these basically kind of at the same time. Bobby's hauling the dirt. Right now we're focused on this mound of dirt. See if I can walk over here and get it. This mound of dirt, because we've got to accommodate our slopes and all.
Get grass growing.
Yeah, eventually we want to get grass.
No,
So
we're getting grass now. As soon as we get these,
now,
getting grass.
today, it's going to grow and we're going to have no more mud.
18 days.
So we have fueled ourselves with sandwich and chips. Thank God for ham and cheese.
What y'all think about this beer?
I'm trying.
It's coming in nice, ain't it?
Look at that gray.
Hey, it's called experience right there.
Thank God for ham and cheese, because every Sunday just about is ham and cheese sandwiches.
It's not Sunday.
Weekend, sorry. Every weekend, lunch is ham and cheese sandwiches.
You don't know what she's saying.
Okay, we have fueled our body. We're fueling our body. This is our energy drink that I think he and I both look forward to having it on weekends. He's done. Do not drink mine. Eyes off.
Yeah, but you use that crappy diet bullcrap.
So we're fueling our bodies with hopeful
Are you rambling?
stuff to get us through the rest of the half of the day. And then we're going to go back to digging. I am in the camera. Right there. That is me. Right here.
Half your face.
So?
You should do it.
I can't go any further.
Yeah, right there. See?
Oh my God.
Oh, look, it jumped. Oh my gosh.
Look how tiny. Don't jump at me, man.
Look how little. Man, he's so little.
He's jumping from rung to rung. He don't even think anything about it. Good morning. There's my hard-working man in the background.
You didn't say what day it was.
It is Sunday. Starlog 286. Day of digging. At least it feels like that, yeah. It's like 8:30. We've been out here roughly an hour already. Bobby's already sweaty, already drenched. We are attempting to beat the sunrise. A little bit anyway, and get some of that heat. Look, I ran out of hairspray, so my hair's everywhere. Huh? Oh, yeah, we have another cricket. What in the actual world is it with crickets getting in my wall? I don't know what to say about that. I'm a little upset. But look how pretty that the sun rays are. Yeah. And that one, look at that one coming down there. Well, there's a pot of gold under there. Okay, so it's hot. More digging today. We're currently working on this side of the road. It is extremely hard ground. Even the tiller, I mean, it will go into it, but only a little bit. And Bobby, having to compensate for what I can't do, has to go all the way over there to the woods and dump the wheelbarrow, which can fill up, seems like, within 10 seconds. So he's having to do all that running because I can't drive the wheelbarrow very well with my clumsiness, I guess is, yeah. Well. All right, so we're going to dig more and dig more and dig more and dig more.
April decided to break out the pick. So anybody thinks that I'm doing all the hard stuff, not true, right?
Not true. Dig us out. Clean it up.
Hey, you gotta you gotta swing that while I can record you.
You just did.
It is like 8 o'clock, and we are
already sweating, baby.
already sweating and exhausted. But look at this thing. Look at this. Nice. That is going to be a nice runoff. It'll capture all the water coming down through there, catch it in this French drain, drain it off to the pond. There's a drain right there that'll catch the water coming off the building there, and then we're going to put one right here going around, because that up there gets kind of marshy. So we're going to put one right around there. That will keep all the water essentially around the house there clear. And then we're going to plant grass. But I'm going to have to, look how hard this is. I mean, this stuff's hard. Look, even grass won't grow right here because it's so hard. So we're going to take the tiller and we're going to till up this area before we plant it. Because look at how hard. It's just, I guess water has just ran off over here. so long, this ground has just gotten super hard. And you can see, based on the edge, look at that. I mean, it's hard. This machine is going to town and we're trying to cut it, but we found that running the pitchfork there actually is getting us down faster. And since we kind of want this done,
Because it's so hard.
because it's so hard.
The tiller's not working, it's just the ground is so hard.
Right. Yeah, well, I think once we get over there, I'm hoping that the tiller works a whole lot better.
Please, dear God.
It worked really well down there
Yeah.
at the end. It worked really well, really fast. But up here, especially right there,
Anywhere.
it won't dig. I mean, no matter how much I lift on it, push on it, press on it, just... All right, well, let me get over here and get my phone back in the dry. Can't put it in my pocket. Get too wet. Look, hadn't even started.
I know.
Soaked.
Look at that hair. Jeez, I look like I got devil. So it's lunchtime. We're going in to take a break. Look at Bobby's pants. Looks like he's wearing shorts on the outside of his jeans because the sweat is literally evenly going down his back and legs and butt and all of that. Good afternoon. So, it is almost 3, I believe. There's Bobby shoveling away. But look at what we got. I'm going to flip the camera. Hold on. We have drainage pipe in the grounds. French drains have been laid for a very long, long way. That goes all the way to the tree line back there, both sides, left and right. And then this one stops roughly just past the corner of the barn. This one goes past Bobby. What's wrong?
I'm going to take this dirt out because I think I'm going to put a layer of gravel in the bottom, then put it on top.
We love doing double work. But we're not half because still got a lot of gravel to move. But we are finished with the digging dirt part.
That's how I think before I do crap.
So we'll edit that out. No, no, I'm just kidding.
We're testing with the hose the French drain, but we had built this part with dirt on top just to kind of see. Supposedly it's supposed to soak through the dirt and get to the French drain, but you can see there, now there's a lot of water coming across there, but there's a lot of water that comes across here. So I think we're going to take this dirt up and not have this dirt. April's really tired. She's like, go do this now, but we got to get the video, so this is all for y'all. So this obviously doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this up and just have gravel instead.
Okay, here goes try number 2. See what happens.
The hose. I think it's just going to go right into the rock. Like we wanted to.
I was about to say that's what we want, right?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, it's going into rock. Woot woot.
That's what we want. I'm gonna go turn it off for you 2 minutes.
Okay. Hey. Hello there, people.
So, April got a head start tonight,
I did.
and I've only been helping a little bit.
He's helped two
Can't
loads.
tell by all the sweat.
2 loads. 2 measly little loads.
Oh, let's put the camera.
I've done 4 loads.
Get over there. You gotta tell them.
I did 4 loads.
So when we got up this morning, gravel was only to right there,
About right here.
and then April did all of that, all by herself,
You helped 1 load with this side.
all by herself.
Myself. Don't worry about yourself.
So she got that one all done. Now we're working on this one, and we only have a little bit more to go.
Woohoo!
So I just kind of wanted to show you where we're getting to here. So we're gonna cover this up. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that because it's really not coverable, but we're gonna put some gravel beside it. But then there'll just be pipes sticking out at the end for now anyway. So the whole goal is just basically, as that water comes off, capture it and let it flow instead of it just sitting there. And then this is just to capture, there's a lot of water that comes off here. And instead of letting it continue on down that way, we're gonna capture as much as we can and feed it right down into the pond, the runoff pond, so that it never gets on this side of the barn. But the whole point is, April did it all by herself.
I did it by myself.
And that's a big thing for her. She doesn't like to do things on her own.
Big things. I craft fine by myself.
Yeah, but she won't do housework, or not housework, but...
Hey, listen, just because I don't sweep and mop.
Well, no, you did that today too.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't go and build that little thing, or, you know, drive a ground rod, or whatever.
But I moved gravel. 4 loads, baby.
And the sun.
It's
All right,
fine.
let's get out of here.
It's
Let's
fine.
we need one more load.
One more
And
load.
then we're gonna do some cleanup here, put some mulch right there so to stop that from, what do you call that? When it gets,
Grade?
when the grade goes away. When it's all that dirt's running off. Huh?
Degrading.
No, not degrading. What do you call it? It's washing away.
Washing away.
All that's washing away when big heavy rains come. So we're going to put some mulch over it to stop it from moving, and if that doesn't work, we're going to run a line of concrete around there, just, you know, a lot line, and then cover it with mulch, and to stop that from running away. Whatever we say.
Washing away.
Washing away. All right, let's get to work. All right, I did a little bit more grading here, brought some of that dirt that way, fill in that hole, make sure we got a pretty good grade going that way. We're gonna have a French drain that goes that way, so I'm trying to get this grade so as it rains, all that rain heads toward that French drain and then gets caught up over there. April has been spreading mulch over here
All by myself.
all by herself. And then, so that looks a lot better. And hopefully that will prevent some of this runoff. Now, we already said if we come out here and that's all pushed down into here, we're gonna be very disappointed, but we'll fix it and learn a lesson. But hopefully this is gonna work out, because if water is coming in here hard enough to push all that down, we'll have to do some kind of brick wall up there. We'll see. Right, April? All right, she's gonna spread that last little bag and then we're gonna head in. But there we go. French drain project is done. I'm gonna consider this video a wrap.
Woo!
And then we will start a new one, because we still got to rock all this, we still got to rock all that, we still got to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
Rock and roll, baby.
Our to-do list is very long, isn't it?
Rock and roll.
All right. Ah, we're out here. Gonna go see how the French drain's working. Woo! He's waiting. You can see the water coming from the hill. See how it's, here it comes. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Looks like we have some water there pooling up. Maybe headed down here going into the rock. So I can't really see where it heads under the rock. But let's go over here and take a look at the back of the barn. Whoa! Looks like we might need some more rock closer to the barn itself, but we'll have to just throw some rock on there. Let's go see if we got any water coming out the end. So we got a little bit of water pulling up right there. Let's see if it's draining. Ooh, should not be doing this in flip-flops. All right, well there we go. Definitely coming down out here. Exactly like we wanted to. I probably need to make sure that's a little bit more of a, yeah, we don't want this pooling. We want it to continue to go, which the more water that comes from up there, it will eventually, you know, get high enough to push out there, but I would rather it just, it'll eventually overflow is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's about there now, and then it will continue to flow, but I would rather just have it flow smoothly. This one doesn't have enough water in it to even show yet, so, but this one definitely got some water in it, and it continues to flow. Well, it's already flowing. I thought we didn't have enough, but let's get down here a little further. See, it's flowing. It's flowing very well. So the French drain's working very well. Nice. See, now there's not a bunch of water on the barn, but I do need to get up here and put some rock. It looks like that water lands a lot closer on the bottom than I thought. Maybe it's just the wind blowing in. But look at that, there's a lot of water hitting the bottom there. That's kind of shocking to me. So we'll come back up here and put rock all the way up against the barn, so that the rest of that mud doesn't wash away. I wanted to see this drain working. I guess we just haven't had enough. See, the water hasn't quite made it, but there's a lot of water coming off the top of that roof, which is why that drain's working so well already. So that's good. That's real good. Now let's go down here and we'll check the one next to the barn itself. The pond itself, and see how it's doing. This is working really well. This is like absorbing a lot of water right now, I think. And this over here is a lot harder, so it's not absorbing the water. I need to get this to drain more. Oh, that slipped. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See this? See, you can tell the part that has the French drain now, real nice. All that water that would be coming over here and really wrecking it, not wrecking it. Wrecking it. I don't even know the words. Come on. Come on. Flip-flops. Ugh. The muddy mess. That's why we got to do something about all this water. Ugh. So here's the gutters, not working. That's the non-gutter. Alright, let's get on here and take a look at this other one. I'm gonna watch where I'm walking. As you can see though, you can see there's a lot of water that just kind of stands, and then it stands right here. You can see the marsh. It's marshy. So what we got to do is we're going to get a French drain in here. Look at that frog. I don't know if y'all saw that. We're going to get a French drain in here to take all this water away. It's already draining. You can see that it's already draining this way. And let's get down here and take a look at our other French drain and see if there's any water coming out of it. This French drain's a little older, and I've never actually captured water coming out of it before, but there we go. You can tell, see right now it's not really raining all that hard, but you can see the water, the way the water goes down. So that French drain is working really well, and it captures a bunch of water coming from that direction into the end here, which goes right down through there. It goes right to the pond, and see, you can see that steady stream coming off of there, going right into that drain, and then coming out the other end down there. So very good. Very happy with that. And then this stays dry. Well, not dry. It doesn't wash away. So this French drain here is keeping all that water coming from that hill to come down here and washing all that away. Now, once we get our French drain up here installed, this another 100 foot, once we get this 100 foot of drain up here, it'll take a lot of the stress off the one that we just showed you, because it won't be doing much. And this new French drain, which will come around the building and then down through here, and then we're going to let it drain into there, that will take off basically all the stress on that one. It really won't be doing much after that. Handling maybe some really heavy downpour, or maybe some of the overflow from this one that it can't hold. But you can see, like, this is a mucky mess. You do not want to let puppies out in this area to walk around. When they come in, they'll be muddy for sure, kind of like my flip-flop. But everything's still working really well. Porch still looking nice. We just gotta get up here and get to work. Like we haven't been doing anything. But I'm pretty happy with how that's looking over there. I think that is working very well. Now we just got to do something about all this. Well, that scared me. When you're out in the middle of nowhere and you shouldn't hear anyone or anything. I guess you can hear animals. Okay, so we're gonna get a French drain. Our next French drain will start about right here, and it's just going to take all this overflow from here down into there, and we're going to take the output of the gutters and tie it in to basically go down there to the pond. Alright, now I'm going to get back home where it's dry and not muddy.